Let's go to Michael. Hi, Michael. Calling from Wilsonville tonight. How you doing, man?
Oh, not too bad.
Good. What's up?
I just want to talk a little about global warming.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, when they first, global warming, what's going on? They freaked people out for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the last couple of years, I've even read in tabloids that they're trying to get people away from global warming and try to train them to say it's global climate change.
Yes, and you know what it really is? It's global sustainability. It's the idea that, hey, our resources are being sapped out of us, and so what we need to do in order for us to keep living our lavish lifestyles, we're going to redistribute those resources and take them away from the little people. And the little people are going to be so compelled to help us get those resources because we're going to tell them that they screwed up and it's their fault.
Well, who are you supposed to believe after they go back and be like, oh, I guess we were wrong, so we're going to say something else, like global climate change, which could mean really anything.
That's right, and they leave it so up in the air. The science is so up in the air. It's like I say, it's called potential science, where the data is close enough to where they say, it's real, when in reality, it's not demonstrating itself. The statistics are showing that, no, we had the coolest summer on record for at least 3 years straight. We've had major snows from the top of the globe all the way down, and this is covering Beijing, China, Seoul, South Korea. This is Lima, Peru, an equatorial country. Also, Florida at 27 degrees. We've got a major cold spell moving all the way into the Gulf states. I mean, come on.
How are you supposed to go out and do your own research and make up your own conclusions when everything you find out there, it could be false? It's not true.
I agree with you. And not only that, but you know something about the East Anglican hacking where they found out that most of those scientists were told to basically fudge data in order to make it look good.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for calling.
No problem.
Let's go to Chris now in Vancouver. Hi, Chris. You're on Ground Zero. Hi, Chris. Turn down your radio. You're on Ground Zero. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm calling to talk about the global warming.
Sure. Go ahead.
And I'm a college student.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been looking at the stuff, and there's a big study out of England that everyone keeps referring to.
Mm-hmm.
And they've just recently started to get a bunch of shit for it because this study that they're looking at, the scientists behind it aren't showing their information to anyone. People are starting to suspect that they've been forging their own numbers to prove global warming because the models that they've been predicting haven't been coming true, and they will refuse to show anyone any of the information that they've been dealing with.
Well, of course not. They don't want the little people to know any of the information. It's like they didn't even let the Catholics couldn't even read the Bible in ancient times because they didn't want them to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, they can't establish their credibility, so they won't do it.
You know who Galileo is, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Anybody who says anything bad about global warming, they're Galileos. They're like little Galileos who are saying, "Wait a minute, I don't see that. I don't see the sun going around the earth like you say. I see the earth going around the sun." But the people who are the people who are the ones that are pushing the global warming thing are saying, "Well, you're a denialist, and you probably even deny the Holocaust. You're probably up there with the flat Earth people." No, I'm not, and I think that's really crude of you to put me in that same realm. And you know, people get vicious. They really get vicious when you start attacking this new ecotheism, this new religious cult known as global warming. They get ticked.
And they all hang on to the same four taglines that some famous celebrity have been parodying off for the last 3 months.
Oh, I agree with you. I remember I did this. I spoke about this at Dante's. I swear to God, I got... What are you? A conservative? Or you supported George Bush? And I'm like going, no, I'm not a conservative. I think I've given up on politics, okay? This is something a lot deeper than that. This is something called political witchcraft. And what I mean by this is that, you know, political witchcraft is where the politicians get smart. And they play like little Nazis where they socially engineer a group of people to do their bidding. And then when it's all said and done, they walk away with all the money and all the resources. And what do you get? Butt kiss. That's what you get. You get nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, especially with our government system the way it is now. It used to be nice and free, but business has taken over to the point that it's only for the big guys now.
Freedom ain't free. You need to pay your $1.05.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks for the call.
Okay.
Let's go to Mark now. Mark in Washington. Hi, you're on Ground Zero.
Hello.
What's up?
What's that?
Hey, Mark, you on the air, buddy. What's up?
Okay. Radio's down.
Hey, what's you doing? You like awake?
Yeah, I'm driving down I-5 here.
Okay, well, hurry and get to. Hope no police officers are watching you. What's going on, dude?
I'm on my Bluetooth, so. Oh, this global warming, I've never believed it since it started. If you're out here living in this world and this weather and stuff, and you watch what goes on, it's never been right. I mean, the way these scientists are telling us, they're telling us wrong.
So are you looking for intellectual honesty like I am?
They just want to keep us all in the dark. So we live in fear of everything in this world. And I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah, well, welcome to the apocalypse. They'll use that until they'll keep using it as their blueprint for destruction. Let's go to Justin now in Gresham. Hi, Justin. You're on Ground Zero.
Happening, man.
Hey, how you doing, dude?
Pretty good. Hey, I want to get to the bottom of the issue. It's pretty much about fear and money. And
Yeah.
what they want to do is they want to stop the production of cars and oil and things like that, and they want everybody to go to all of these little electric cars and all these little generators in their houses and things like that. And it's...
Let me ask you something. Here's the deal. It's not just the cars, and it's not just the fossil fuels. Do you know that everything you do, the reason why we're living to be old people, the reason why we're seeing our 80th birthdays is because of oil. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that fertilizers are made with oil. The tires on your car are made out of oil. The roads you drive on are made from oil. The plastics you use for medical devices are made out of oil. A lot of the drugs you take are made with oil. And that's the thing is that, people are like going, oh, we got to go back to a time where we weren't dependent on fossil fuels. Yeah, okay, let's go back to being Stone Age Flintstones, okay? Yeah, I want to, courtesy of my own 2 feet, go with the family down the street. That's you'll have a gay old time there. That's exactly what it's going to be. It doesn't make any sense. I just wish people would wake up and realize how silly they sound.
Oh, absolutely. And what it is they want you to be afraid of your impact on the Earth when, in fact, the only thing that's affecting the global climate is the sun. And that's been proven over and over again.
On September 1st of 1859, conditions on the sun and in the magnetic field of Earth came together to create a nearly perfect solar storm. 17 hours later, aurorae were seen as far south as Hawaii, Havana, and Hong Kong.
The aurora borealis created very intense currents that flowed in the ionosphere, and these currents induced currents on the surface of the Earth.
Telegraph stations across Europe and America caught fire. Several buildings burned to the ground.
People received shocks associated with touching conductors at that time.
And the impacts of that event a century and a half ago may only be a fraction of what the sun can really do.
Our technology is much more advanced now than in 1859, but at the same time, our technology is more vulnerable to a storm of this magnitude.
The sun is our nearest star. It provides us with warmth and light. We all know that the sun is important to life on Earth, but few of us have been given a good description of the sun and its composition.
Our sun is an average star, similar to millions of others in the universe, but it's a big energy machine. If you could capture the energy the sun produces in 1 second, that would supply the United States with enough energy for the next 13 billion years.
Where does the sun's power come from?
Good question. The basic energy source for the sun comes from nuclear fusion, and this is when mass particles combine and tons of energy are released. The core, or innermost part of the sun, is made of hydrogen. The sun is so dense, and its size is so large, that light released from the core takes about 100,000 years to make its way to the surface. If the sun were to stop producing energy today, it would take 100,000 years for significant effects to be felt at the Earth. Scientists think there is enough hydrogen on the sun to continue producing energy for another 7 billion years.
The sun provides the Earth with unfathomable amounts of energy. In 1 hour, the Earth receives more energy from the sun than the entire human race uses in a year. The sun provides the Earth with unfathomable amounts of energy. In 1 hour, The Earth receives more energy from the sun than the entire human race uses in a year.